do you smell the aroma?
Yes. You mean the Keith smell?
Yeah, it just entered. It smells so amazing. We always talk about how you smell. In fact, like last week, I taught Garth Brooks how to sniff you without you knowing.
He what?
What? Tell him. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was with Garth Brooks before the CMA stuff, and he was curious how you smelled. So I told him how he could smell you without you knowing. You just like casually,
if you just joined us.
If you casually do like a bro hug and then.
See, back in the 80s, that would have had a different thing.
Let me ask you a question because it's been on my mind. Is that I made a video for your birthday, and I don't know if it ever got to you, and I think I may have been tricked. Did you ever see a video for your birthday that was part of a compilation?
Yes, I did.
Was I in it?
Yes, you were.
Oh, I thought like your wife's, I thought it was a whole trick.
It's fantastic.
Okay, they were like, hey.
There were so many people in that.
They were like, Keith would like some people that are in his life to make and say something special to him. And I was like, okay, cool. Then I never heard back, and I thought somebody tricked me. I thought I got catfished by something. Okay, what was that?
Thank you very much.
Where was I in the video?
You were, what do you mean?
Or like, where? Tell me.
There was like a ton of people in there.
I know, but if I was in it,
you were in the important group.
No. Like
the cool people.
Do you know where I was sitting? Can you picture where I was sitting?
No.
I wasn't in the video, was I? They cut me.
Yeah, but I don't know where you were sitting. What do you mean sitting?
Like, was I in the studio? Was I?
You were at home, I thought.
Okay, that's right. Good. Just making sure. Okay. I thought I was tricked.
It was like a pop quiz.
It's so weird. I thought you meant like in where within the video. No. Was I first?
No.
I was like, no, you were at the end.
I told the show I think I've been duped, like because they were like, and so I was like, hey.
You did have a little trepidation about you when you were speaking.
Meaning,
that
I wasn't at the party.
No. That you like. I wasn't sure if you were 100% sure this was a real thing.
I didn't know it was a real thing. And the whole thing was, hey, Keith, it's Bobby, and happy birthday. It's your birthday, and I appreciate your friendship. And, I know you think I'm not at the party right now because I wasn't invited, but turn around. And I'm like, I'm still not there. Just kidding. And then I was like, I guess if this made the video, Ross Copperman's didn't because I got cut. That was the whole joke, and that was it.
That's right. And Ross didn't make it, so there you go. That's good,
And he also wrote female, oddly enough. One of the writers on female.
One of the writers, yeah.
Look at that song. Being embraced like crazy, huh?
Yeah, they wrote a really great song.
It's like a multi-genre embrace, you put out a good song and it gets downloaded a lot, but to see it pop up through all of the, like all the pop, all the country.
Yeah, when I first heard it, for me, it didn't seem like a genre. It felt more like a soul, gospel, mantra song, really. And that's what it felt like to me.
Does it scare you whenever you hear a song that sounds like nothing else?
Not at all. I felt incredibly lucky and honored and blessed that I got that song.
Did they send it to you on purpose? Like, we think this is a good one for you.
Yeah, it got sent to me. Yeah, the writers didn't send it, but I got to hear it like the day after they wrote it.
When we were texting, you said, hey, I have this song. It's not done yet, and I'm promoting it already. And you said, I think that's kind of weird. And then I guess you finished it as you were already kind of promoting it?
Yes.
How does that work?
Very quickly.
Like extra pressure.
No, but at the same time, I had instant love for the song. And that moment I heard it, I went and grabbed my acoustic and came back and just started playing it. And it felt just very organic for me.
I asked you, I said, hey, who's singing the background vocals? And you were like, hey, Nicole. And I was like, which one? Nicole Guyland, who's a friend of mine. And you're like, no, both. Nicole Guyland and Kidman.
Yeah.
Which one's who? Can't tell the difference on the song now.
No, because we've just blended them together. Nick came into this, but Nicole Guyland had already sung those female parts, and we had Nick come down and sing the same parts. So, and just sort of put their voices together, and I just loved the way it sounded.
Is your wife a really good singer? Pretty good singer?
Yeah. Have you seen Moulin Rouge? She sings.
I haven't.
She sings a few times in that film.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Does that make me crappy?
No.
Is that a really good movie? Didn't Baz Luhrmann do that?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Baz Luhrmann? Remember Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen?
Yes.
That's the same guy.
You're like the third person that knows that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is it crazy?
Yeah, don't you think? Like, nobody knows that song.
And it was a song.
Pretty obscure.
Yeah, I'm pretty obscure. Life good, though?
Yes, you are. Life is good, yes. Congrats, by the way. I told you that a couple of weeks ago.
You did. I have some things here I wanted to ask you because these are Is It Trues. Here's some stuff about Keith Urban that I've always wondered if it's true. Do you write every song in ink pen, no computer?
Most of them in ink, occasionally computer, but mostly ink.
And why?
It's quicker. I can write quicker. Yeah.
in ink than on computer.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, you won't
How
be able to.
slow do you type?
Yeah, I'm not. Well, which is it? Am I a fast writer? So, no, I write very quick in pen. It's almost illegible. Like it's chicken scratch,
Oh,
but
it's
I can tell what it is. And it's not quite shorthand. I'm not that fancy, but it's just terribly written because I'm going so fast sometimes. But I like it too for the permanency of it. You know, if I write a line and then decide I don't like it, I'd rather put a line through it so I can still read it instead of deleting it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you might come back to
your
it.
mistake, or is it even a mistake?
You come back to it a lot of times, and it's not the wrong line; it's just in the wrong spot.
You don't know how to read music.
No, I failed music, and I quit school in the 10th grade. So I left when I was 15, and I failed music as one of the many subjects I failed.
But over the years, you haven't.
Every parent's turning the radio down very low right now on the way to school.
Your nickname growing up was Suburban.
Well, only from a couple of people who were friends with my brother, who's bigger and taller than me. So of course I was suburban.
Your brother, what's is he still around?
Yeah,
Yeah, what's he doing?
he's a lifeguard
In
Australia. Yeah.
is he known as Keith Urban's brother, or is he just him?
Well, he's lived in that area his whole life, so.
Wait, he looks like you. Does he look like you?
Oh my gosh, Amy,
Not really.
He smell like you?
Well, I'm just sorry. Now a lot of people are picturing like Keith Urban as a lifeguard.
No.
Like a taller, but like
No, we're pretty different looking.
Something interesting that you told me about home in Australia was that country music there is like AM radio, like that's a different kind of country, Australian country music.
When I was growing
when
up,
you were growing
more
up,
so. Yeah. When I was growing up, more so.
And so you
Yeah.
kind of had to come over here to get started.
All my heroes were from here, you know? I mean, everything we had in our house, from Dolly Parton to Glenn Campbell to Charlie Pride to Merle Haggard to Glenn Campbell, everybody was from here. So that's all the music I listened to.
And when you moved here, what did you move into? Like a house, an apartment?
It's still over there in Berry Hill. There's a guy who was an engineer for MCA Publishing, and I was making these trips over to write with people and staying at the Shoney's down on Demumbrian, you know. And he's like, man, just stay at my house next time you come over. I got a spare room. So I stayed at his house, and I left some of my clothes there thinking, I'm kind of moving in because I just wanted to live here. And each trip I came, I brought more stuff and left more stuff and just slowly moved in. And the guy's like, hey, you left a bunch of stuff in the closet. I'm like, mm-hmm.
That's called a squatter.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm not moving in.
Squatted. I love Tonight I Want to Cry.
Oh, wow.
Like that one, it makes me want to cry.
Imagine that.
This. You play this one still, or is it too slow during the show?
No, occasionally.
Do you do the thing where it's like you don't want to take the crowd down, so you try to avoid some of the slow songs?
I find it hard when you've got a lot of ballads that people want to hear, where you can't put them back to back, and you don't want to spread them out so that it's a up, down, up, down, up, down. But, you know, and I hate medleys. I've never liked medleys. So it gets
You won't
problematic.
combine your own songs just for the sake of, okay, I played it, so you won't do like a 30-second part
It's tricky because I get it. At some point, you have so many songs and people want to hear even a bit of it, and I get it. But I've always felt it feels like slightly disrespectful to the song to go, well, here's 8 seconds of it. Now here's 8 seconds of another one. I don't know.
I love medleys.
Do you?
My favorite thing, kind of. Yeah.
Really? Just to hear
it's
a
like
bit of a
it's
song.
like a Thanksgiving dinner. Like I like all that stuff, and just a little.
Just a little.
Like give me a little cranberry sauce. Tonight I want to cry.
I guess it feels kind of Vegas-y to me.
Would you do a residency in Vegas? Because they pay like crazy.
Yeah. So, what the hours? I don't know.
Oh,
maybe.
Man.
Yeah.
That would be the perfect. But you got to stay out there. You got to live out there for a while.
Yeah.
For 3 or 4 nights.
Yeah.
But you ain't broke. You're all right. One day.
Look, he's talking.
What?
Keith,
What it's
Keith is a little different.
It is. Yeah, it's a lot different. As a matter of fact, it's a lot different. It's nothing even remotely close.
Oh, look, your lights are on. You're good, Bobby.
They are. You're right. They are. They on. You have your guitar. I don't know what you're gonna play. I'm just excited you brought your guitar. What do you have planned for us this morning?
I've never been. But that's all I'm going to play at that one. Okay, now let me sing another one here.
I got us.
What do you want to hear?
We get to pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll play anything. Like a dancing monkey.
I mean,
over here.
it's like what pizza? It's like when I go to like a Buc-ee's. You know what a Buc-ee's gas station is, or a Sheetz.
Yes.
Or
yeah.
and it's like there's
Or a
all
Stuckey's.
Yes, there's all the candy.
Yeah.
And you can't really decide because there's so much candy.
Right. Here I was thinking you were going to say to me, like when we have a Raging Idiot show and people yell out, you know, like just play anything you want. You can't ever think of a song. I thought you were going to use that as a reference, but nope. You went to the Truck
Gas
Stop Candy.
station, yeah.
Yeah, truck stop candy.
Yeah,
That's
got
kind
it.
of what
Yeah.
I think. How about let's do a medley of. Amy, do you want to request something? Like
mean-
I like.
It's a medley of Swedish Fish
Yes,
and
let me-
malted milk. And
Yeah.
How about?
I can give you something.
Go ahead.
Well, hold on.
See, I know it's
I'm
tough.
Make the best choice possible.
Because we only get.
yes,
something?
Jeopardy music. Ooh, there's so much good stuff. The
Okay.
Fighter.
How about
time is up.
making memories of us?
Oh. I'm gonna be here for you, baby. I'll be a man of my word. Speak a language in a voice that you have never heard. I wanna sleep with you forever. I wanna die in your arms, in a cabin by a meadow where the wild bees swarm. Oh yeah, I'm gonna love you like nobody loves you. I learned you just making memories of us.
Get that right there. Okay, Amy, you get to take one.
Okay.
Ooh.
You'll think of me.
God, man, we haven't played these songs in so long.
Yeah, this was 2002
My
throwback.
word. Yeah, we haven't played this song in live in concert for
What?
years.
Okay. Ready for it then.
I forgot it already. I woke up early this morning around 4 a.m. Is that right?
Yes.
I can't remember it. This is insane. The moon shining brighter, and headlights on the interstate. Oh my gosh! This is what happens when you're working on a new album. I have like 4,000 new songs in my head right now with lyrics, and my little guy's in my head trying to run through the filing cabinet to give me
I woke
the
up
lyrics to
early
this old
this
song.
morning around 4 a.m.
Woke up early this morning around
4
4 you singing
a.m.
it. Yeah.
With the moon shining bright as headlights on the interstate. I
Pulled
pulled
the covers
up
over my head and tried to catch some sleep. But thoughts of us kept keeping me awake. Ever since you found yourself in someone else's arms, I've been trying my best to get along, but that's okay, there's nothing left to say. But take your records, take your freedom, take your memories, I don't need them. Take your space and all your reasons, but you think of me. Take your cat and leave my sweater, 'cause we got nothing left to weather. In fact, I feel a whole lot better, but you think of me. Is that right? You think of me.
Is that
Think
right?
of me. Yeah. Yes.
Golly.
That was okay. Good.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
you're working on a new record right now.
You know, it's funny, like it's like running on a path that all this grass has grown over, but as you're running, you're like, I can see it. Okay, the path is coming in clear now, you know, the further you run. Crazy.
You told me during Ripcord when we were out, I think we were in New York, and you were like, I'm already working on some stuff for the next record. Like by the time you're putting one out, you kind of are already thought processing the next one.
I think that's more about just writing, though, just creating music. Wanting to create. I love being in the studio. It's one of my absolute favorite places in the world to be.
So of all these songs, have you picked all the songs now for this next record? Or
No.
No. So you have no idea.
No, I have a lot of songs. I just don't know which ones will make it to the record, and I'm still writing right now.
It's all locked down.
Yeah, because on that last record, we wrote Wasted Time, I think, like maybe 8 weeks before the record came out. And I'm like, oh, we should go in and record this one. And we went in and recorded it and then released it pretty much straight away before the album came out.
So you don't even have one that you're like, for sure this one's on. And you give us a little taste that nobody's ever heard before. Just a little taste. Just a little taste. Just a little taste. Yeah. Just a little, I mean, just a little taste.
Gosh, I don't know what I would play like that. It definitely commits it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Oof, that's what I'm saying. Just a little,
He seems hesitant.
just a little taste, you know? Just a little hungry. I just got a little taste of something.
Feed him, please.
Nothing's springing to mind right now.
No, nothing?
No.
Dang.
I have a log jam with like so many songs trying to compete for the little narrow
Yeah. All right. I'll let you out of
space
that
coming
one.
out.
No taste, huh?
I'm honestly trying to think of one right now, but I'm just like, golly gee, I wasn't, wow. What?
And I'm not going to call you, like, I know songs you've been working on, but it doesn't matter. It's not my job to say that.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, so I can't, that's not, I know too much. That's why just say no taste. I'll move on.
No taste.
No taste it is. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
No Taste Wednesday. It's a new thing.
when you're ready to give a taste,
Right.
you come and give us a taste.
Yes.
Just a little taste.
It'd be so weird if someone just hopped in the car right now and turned the radio and heard that.
Yeah.
They're like, what the?
Is the story about Raise 'Em Up where you were like, okay, you're recording this song, it's very American, and you're like, I feel like since I'm Australian, New Zealand, not born in America, it's tough for me to sing this song. Is that true?
No, not tough for me to sing it. I just felt like I would love to do this song with somebody. And Eric and I had been talking about trying to find a song to do together at some point. And when I heard that song, he was the first guy I called. And I said, man, I think I have a song for us to do. I think we should do this together. So I sent it to him. And fortunately, he loved it.
Okay, so we'll end on this. Can you give us a little Raise 'Em Up?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Keith Urban's here.
So it's hard to play. See, it's hard to play. Raise 'em up. I'm talking about a lot on Saturday night. The band plays a song you like and you sing along. Raise 'em up. I'm talking about daddy's old pickup truck, shotgun seat, there's the one you love and you're kissing on. Get those white sails sailing down in Mexico. It's just a whiskey glass if you ain't making a toast. Lift your tear-filled eyes up to the sky. Coming home, you've been gone too long. Tonight we're gonna raise 'em up.
There, Keith Urban. All right, so what's the deal? What's the record? What are we looking at here? Next year?
Oh, yeah.
January, February, March. Do we have any idea? Or are you just kind of like not giving?
I would love, ideally, I would hope April. That's my hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, April.
Yes.
Worst case.
But new music. Hopefully, another song before then.
Yeah, but I mean, this one will go number one first.
Huh?
First, this one goes number one. The last record, you put like 5 songs before you put a record out.
Well, I'm still working on the record. That's why I did that. There was no great, well thought out plan. I just wasn't finished.
It was just
yet.
one after the other. Like they were all hits.
It was crazy that John Cougar John Deere song came out 1 year before the album came out.
Yeah.
And that was not intentional, trust me.
All right. There's Female from Keith Urban. Hey, thank you for coming by.
My pleasure, Bobby. Always to talk to you.
Look at this guy. And I didn't get tricked into making a video that somebody was watching at their house going, I got him.
No, I got it.
I made that for you.
Thank you so much.
Happy
I love you
birthday.
for that.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday. You're welcome. I put a lot of effort into that video.
No, you didn't.
I was in my pajamas
Oh,
at my house.
those were your PJs?
Only the tops. I Winnie the Pooh in. I had nothing on the bottom.
It's a